With the college basketball season well underway, it's always a great time to do a mock draft. This year's draft class is unique compared to previous years, where this is a legitimate case for multiple players at the top of the board to be all-star caliber players. While this year's draft class doesn't have much depth as previous years, the star power at the top is undeniable. There is even a case for a generational talent at the top. What's going on, guys? It's BucketMedia, and it's been a while, but I'm back for our first 2025 NBA mock draft for this cycle. And without further ado, let's get straight into it. With the first pick in the 2025 NBA draft, the Washington Wizards select Cooper Flagg from Duke University. Without a doubt, at this point in the season, Flagg is the consensus to go first off the board. As the youngest prospect in the draft, Flagg has led his top 5 nationally ranked Duke team in points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks to date, putting up a monstrous 16.3 points, 8.6 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 1.5 steals, and 1.3 blocks per game. Flagg's motor and energy stand out immediately, as he's always making the extra hustle play for his team, and combining that with his athleticism is a nightmare. His basketball IQ stands out, always reading the floor one play ahead, especially off the ball on defense, being able to rotate quickly and putting himself in positions to get blocks. The main question with Flagg, though, coming into the season is how much of a primary creator is he? And he's answered that question in quite the fashion, being able to create his own shot and elevate over anybody to get his shot off. He's also shown the ability to handle it better than expected, and although the 2.3 turnovers a game may be concerning to some, being that he's just turned 18, it's only a sign for growth in the future. If Flagg can keep producing at this level while proving he could lead his Duke squad to the heights of college basketball by March, expect his name to be the first off the board in June. With the second pick in the 2025 NBA draft, the Toronto Raptors select Dylan Harper from Rutgers University. As the son of former NBA champion Ron Harper, basketball is in Dylan's blood, and he's shown that as the 4th leading scorer amongst everyone in college basketball around the country, averaging 23.3 points, 4.8 rebounds, and 4.4 assists per game. The 6'6", 215-pound point guard is also operating off an extremely efficient 61.9 true shooting percentage and assisting on 29.2% of all his teammates' made baskets. Coming into the season, there was a drop-off after Cooper Flagg, but Harper has separated himself in a big fashion, solidifying himself as the second best prospect in the country, making a push to top Flagg for the number 1 spot. Harper has been electric this season, with 2 back-to-back 36 and 37-point outings against Notre Dame and Alabama. He's shown the ability to be a primary point guard, operating in the pick and roll effectively, and silencing skeptics about his perimeter shooting, putting up many games of plus 50% from beyond the arc. Harper has all the tools to take the number 1 spot from Cooper Flagg this year, but he's going to have to show consistency from beyond the arc, proving to be a threat against opposing teams. As Rutgers gets into the midst of a tougher schedule, Harper will need to continue to put up dominant performances heading into March. If he can convert on both of those things, there'll be a real conversation for Dylan Harper to be the best prospect in this year's draft. With the 3rd pick in the 2025 NBA draft, the New Orleans Pelicans select Ace Bailey from Rutgers University. There's never been 2 premier prospects in the same class to both come out of Rutgers, but Harper and Bailey are forging their own path. Bailey's tough shot-making ability has been elite to start the season, converting on 47.5% of his pull-ups and 45.8% of all his field goals. The 6'10 jumbo wing is averaging 17.6 points and 7.6 rebounds a game. Bailey is best without the ball in his hands and operates well using off-ball screens. And once he gets an advantage downhill or a little space in the perimeter, he has no problem getting a shot off against anybody. Ace's touch and coordination is profound for somebody his size, with the ability to hit some of the most difficult shots you'll see. Bailey isn't the most physical, but is amazing at crashing the boards and running in transition. The problem with Bailey, though, lies in his efficiency from beyond the arc. Shooting 32.3% from the field, Ace hasn't stepped up into much of an alpha role this year, leaving it to Harper. Ace does lack strength and ball handling ability from somebody looking to be a creator at the next level. While Bailey will thrive with the NBA's spacing, when faced against more physical man-to-man defenses, he may struggle early on, if his physicality and ball handling don't improve early. With the 4th pick in the 2025 NBA draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Kasparas Jakucionis from the University of Illinois. The overseas freshman has been phenomenal to start the year for the Fighting Illini. Jakucionis possesses NBA size as a 6'6", 200-pound guard and is arguably the most efficient freshman in college basketball, shooting 46.8% from the field and 42.1% from beyond the arc. Averaging 16.5 points, 5.7 rebounds, and 5.5 assists per game, Jakucionis leads the Illini in points and assists per game, as not even the primary point guard for his team. Kasparas is a 3-level scorer who's shown excellent pace driving downhill with the ability to stop and go at any point. He's also shown the ability to create his shot on the perimeter and inside, off the dribble, which resulted in him scoring at least 20 points in his last 6 games. Kasparas processes the game quickly and can thread the needle and make tough passes, and always knows how to find the open man, no matter where he is on the court. Going forward though, Jakucionis needs to tighten up on his ball handling as a primary creator, since he is averaging 4.1 turnovers a game, putting up 7 turnovers against number 1 ranked Tennessee. Tennessee's defenders were able to strip him easily and knock him off balance due to their physicality, so like Bailey, if he doesn't address that, it can turn into a problem once he gets to the league next year. With the 5th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Utah Jazz select Egor Demin from Brigham Young University. The 6'9" freshman from BYU is an intriguing prospect with a unique blend of size, playmaking, and scoring ability. His live dribble passing, pick-and-roll mastery, and high basketball IQ have stood out early, making him a rare offensive talent for his position. Demin's efficiency, finishing at 61.1% on all field goals, shows his ability to use angles and touch, while his three-point shooting shows encouraging mechanics and confidence, though his pull-up game remains inconsistent. However, concerns linger about his athleticism and ability to separate against tougher defenses, as seen in his struggles against Providence, going 0 for 10. Defensively, his lack of versatility and rebounding effort raise questions about his impact on the next level. And additionally, his free throw consistency and explosiveness will be critical areas of development, as at just 18 years old, Demin's upside is immense. His size, vision, and feel for the game make him a rare prospect, but his ability to address these weaknesses will determine his NBA role. If he can refine his game and maintain production against stronger competition, Demin could project as a versatile playmaker and a high-impact guy at the next level. With the 6th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Portland Trail Blazers select Tre Johnson from the University of Texas. Johnson has quickly become one of the standout prospects in this year's draft class. A 6'6" freshman has shown elite scoring ability, averaging 19.9 points on 48% shooting, including 43.3% from the three-point range and 46.4% on mid-range jumpers. His performance against NC State, a team-high 18 points on 47% shooting and 67% from deep, showed his impressive shot-making ability and 3-level scoring potential. However, there are concerns when it comes to his ability to apply pressure at the rim and create during ball screen situations. While he's shown flashes, his playmaking and finishing don't nearly compete to his scoring prowess. With just 2 assists and 2.9 rebounds a game, his impact outside of scoring is somewhat limited. Despite these areas for improvement, Johnson's shot creation, pull-up game, and touch make him a likely lottery pick. As the season progresses and competition intensifies, how he addresses these weaknesses will determine whether or not he can ascend into the draft's top tier. With the 7th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder, via the Philadelphia 76ers, select VJ Edgecombe from Baylor University. Baylor looks to continue its track of producing first-round level guards, and this year, it will come in the form of VJ Edgecombe, who stands out with his elite athleticism and immense upside. His speed, vertical leaping ability, and motor make him a force in transition, a reliable lob target, and an aggressive presence on the offensive glass. Defensively, his instincts have resulted in 22 steals and 12 blocks across 9 games, showcasing his ability to disrupt opposing offenses. However, Edgecombe's game leans heavily on his athleticism, and he must refine key aspects to maximize his potential. His perimeter shooting remains inconsistent despite solid mechanics, and his reliance on physical tools can limit his effectiveness against disciplined defenders. Improving his balance, body control, and core strength will help him finish more effectively through contact and adapt to more physical matchups. With his offensive impact currently coming from energy plays and easy baskets, Edgecombe's flashes of playmaking with 3.1 assists per game and disciplined shot selection hint at a higher ceiling. If he can refine his shooting, enhance his defensive focus, and develop greater versatility, he has the tools to thrive as a two-way NBA player with significant upside. With the 8th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Brooklyn Nets select Liam McNeeley from the University of Connecticut. McNeeley has emerged as one of college basketball's most polished freshmen, which is seen in his 26-point breakout against number 8 Gonzaga. A perfect fit for UConn's system, McNeeley's elite three-point shooting, high basketball IQ, and selfless style make him a plug-and-play prospect for the NBA. Known for his smooth, consistent stroke, McNeeley shot nearly 45% from deep in high school, thriving as both a spot-up shooter and an off-ball mover. While his shot making is his signature skill, he's shown flashes of versatility operating in ball screens, finishing through contact, and making smart, patient decisions. His quiet confidence and pro-level work ethic set him apart. Areas for growth include improving his defensive versatility, rebounding aggressiveness, and athletic explosiveness to complement his offensive strengths. McNeeley's winning mentality, toughness, and versatility already position him as one of the top players in this draft class, and with him already being one of the top shooters and most reliable scorers in this class. With the 9th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Kon Knueppel from Duke University. Yet another prospect out of Duke, Knueppel is a polished offensive prospect with 3-level scoring ability, elite shooting mechanics, and a high basketball IQ. Standing at 6'7", he excels as a floor spacer and secondary playmaker, with a quick release and a strong catch-and-shoot game. Knueppel's ability to read defenses and adjust off screens make him a versatile offensive weapon. While his offensive skill set is impressive, Knueppel has concerns about his athleticism, particularly in his lateral quickness, which limits his defensive consistency and ability to guard NBA-caliber wings. His lack of explosiveness also hinders his finishing at the rim and transition play, limiting his unpredictability. Despite these challenges, Knueppel's scoring, decision-making, and size give him significant upside as a versatile wing. He has shown the ability to contribute in various ways, particularly with his ball screen, passing, and overall IQ. To maximize his potential though, he'll need to improve defensively and develop greater explosiveness. Knueppel's shooting ability and basketball IQ make him a highly valuable offensive prospect. With development in his athleticism and defense, he has the potential to be a key contributor in the NBA and an above-average role player. With the 10th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Chicago Bulls select Derik from the University of Maryland. Queen is arguably the best big man in this draft class, known for his strong post play, excellent footwork, and impressive passing ability. He excels at creating for his teammates outside of the post and has a soft touch around the basket, making him a versatile offensive weapon. His ability to make quick decisions and his passing IQ set him apart from other bigs in the class. Defensively, Queen uses his size to control the paint, but can struggle against quicker opponents, especially in transition. His vertical explosiveness and perimeter shooting still need development. Queen has had an impressive freshman season at Maryland with multiple 20-point games, including strong performances against ranked teams like Marquette and Purdue. His 26-point, 12-rebound game against number 8 Purdue showed his potential on the big stage. With 4 double-doubles already, he's shown he can contribute across multiple areas. While his perimeter shooting remains a question, his playmaking out the post, physicality, and overall skill make him a top prospect. With the 11th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Detroit Pistons select Ben Saraf from Israel. Ben Saraf is a skilled 6'6" guard known for his playmaking, scoring ability, and basketball IQ. He excels in pick-and-roll situations, using his vision and timing to create opportunities for himself and his teammates. His ball handling under pressure is impressive, and he's a crafty finisher around the rim with a reliable mid-range game. However, his wiry frame makes him vulnerable to physical defenders, and his three-point shooting remains inconsistent, especially off the dribble. Defensively, he tends to reach too often, leading to fouls, and needs to refine his fundamentals. Playing in the Euro Cup, Saraf has shown he can handle significant offensive responsibility at just 18 years old. His 4.4 assist to 2.6 turnover ratio demonstrates his ability to manage the game and create for others. While his shooting splits at 43% from the field and 32% from 3 are concerning, Saraf excels at scoring inside, shooting 57% at the rim. His lack of elite explosiveness means he'll need to rely on his skill in the paint. Saraf's potential is clear, but his ceiling will depend on improving his long-range shooting and physicality. If he can develop these areas, he has the tools to become a dynamic playmaker in the NBA, with the versatility to impact the game in multiple ways, showing shades of Deni Avdija, who's also from Israel. With the 12th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, The San Antonio Spurs select Boogie Fland from the University of Arkansas. Yet again, John Calipari looks like he's on track to have another lottery guard come out of the draft this year in Boogie Fland. Fland is a dynamic guard in his freshman year at Arkansas, known for his quickness, ball handling, and scoring ability. At 6'2" and 175 pounds, Fland excels in one-on-one situations with his elite stop and start speed and lateral movement. His ball handling allows him to create offense for both himself and his teammates, and he's particularly effective in the mid-range, hitting contested shots off the dribble. Fland also stands out on defense, showing strong instincts by disrupting passing lanes and forcing turnovers. Despite his skill set, Fland's size could be a disadvantage, particularly against NBA-level defenses and larger guards. His shot selection and efficiency, especially at the rim, remain areas for improvement as well. Still, as an 18-year-old freshman, he's leading Arkansas in assists and is second in steals, showcasing his two-way potential. Shooting nearly 40% from three, displaying strong playmaking ability and ball screen situations, Fland's combination of scoring and passing makes him a potential lottery pick. To solidify his draft stock, he'll need to refine his efficiency and prove he can contribute alongside other talented guards, which he will have at Arkansas. With the 13th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Houston Rockets, via the Phoenix Suns, select Khaman Maluach from Duke University. Maluach stands out immediately with his combination of elite size, athleticism, and defensive potential. Standing at 7'2" with a 7'5" wingspan, Maluach is an exceptional shot blocker and rim protector with the fluidity to defend in space and switch on defense, a rare trait for a player his size. His defense will give him immediate value at the next level. Offensively, Maluach is still developing. He's a reliable finisher around the rim and has shown flashes of perimeter shooting. Though his three-point shooting is unproven at the collegiate level, his rebounding, offensive instincts, and processing speeds are areas of growth. Despite limited production at Duke, due to the team's offensive structure, Maluach's pre-Duke shooting potential suggests he could become a stretch big. The key questions are whether he can develop consistent three-point shooting and refine his offensive game. While his offensive ceiling is uncertain, his elite rim protection and mobility make him a high upside pick. If he can round out his offensive skills, Maluach has the potential to be a game-changing two-way player in the NBA, showing shades of Derik Lively, who's also a former Duke big. Lastly, with the 14th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Utah Jazz, via the Minnesota Timberwolves, select Nolan Traore from France. Nolan Traore started as a projected top 5 pick, but his recent struggles have raised concerns. At just 18 years old, Traore has already proven he can be a primary ball handler for a professional team, showing impressive playmaking and court vision. However, over the last few weeks, his efficiency has taken a hit. He's currently averaging 11.5 points, 4.8 assists, and 2.7 turnovers a game, with shooting splits of 36, 30, and 72. A closer look at his shot attempts over the past 6 games reveal that while his shot selection is generally solid, 32 of 58 attempts were considered quality. His shooting struggles have persisted during late shot clock situations as well. Against EuroLeague competition, he shot a dismal 2 for 23 from the field, indicating that the higher level of defense may be taking a toll on his confidence and effectiveness. The big question is whether his shooting woes are a temporary slump or a sign of deeper skill issues. If Traore can improve his finishing at the rim and refine his shooting mechanics, he still has potential to be a top-tier prospect in this draft. But if these struggles persist and he continues to shoot at an inefficient rate, Traore can see himself fall off the board completely and be a second-round pick. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below and who I missed.